Dino's Workshop.
Hey up, simple little project I want to do is just make a key holder for put a box that I've bought. Yeah, let me show you. Basically, I bought this box here, a Faraday box, which you can put, let me open it up, which you put your keys in and stuff. So I want a little shelf for that, and then a couple of 2 or 3 hooks underneath the shelf that sits on to hang some keys. Just while we're talking about these, I initially had these little pouches that put your keys in, these Faraday pouches, and I had 2 of them. One for my spare key and one for the key I use all the time. So one of them I was kind of using regular, the other one never using. And when I first had them, I put the keys in and went to the car, see if I could unlock the car. Anyway, you couldn't unlock it. So it proves that they were working. I've had them about 4 years, I'd say. So anyway, I just thought I'd try them again, just out of curiosity. And I found out none of them would work. So I went on Google and did a bit of Googling, and what I found was that they reckon over a period of time they start and break down. Now that's even the one as really I never used, just sat in the drawer all the time, but that stopped working. That's why I bought this box now. Initially I did buy a little, what I thought was an aluminium box, a soap box supposedly, and it was sold as aluminium. And I thought that'll do, just, aluminium supposed to work. Anyway, this particular one didn't. So I don't think it was aluminium. So I've ended up buying this proper case, if you like. And that's why I've got this now. And like I say, I want to make this bit of a shelf. So just be wary of it. If you're using these, make sure they work, because mine broke down. Anyway, back onto the build of this. Right, simple little build. This is basically the box size, and all I'm thinking is that's like a back plate, if you like. I'm going to have the sort of shelf there, which will have to be around about 95mm from there to there. And then I'm thinking, to make it simple, just if I cut a circle at around about 200mm, so cut a circle 200mm with the centre like that, and then just slice it down the middle, and then that'll do for that. So my box will sit up here, if you like, and then I can have a couple of hooks underneath it hanging with a couple of fixing points behind, if you like. That's what I'm thinking. What could I want to make it? I'm thinking I want to make it out of these bits of oak as I've got here. There. Now, the widest I've got here, 120mm, which will just about give me the width of the box, unless I'm willing to join some together. I think I might have cut them as separates, I think. 100mm wide, but it's just odd bits of oak as I've got, as I thought I could use. I mean, that's 90mm. That isn't oak, actually. So yeah, them are 90mm. I'll probably have to trim some of this down to get another piece, but yeah, the biggest to go is about 120mm. But anyway, I want to make it out of these bits of oak, and just make something simple. So anyway, let's see where we go. Right, what I ended up doing was running this piece here through the thicknesser, just to give me another piece. Those other pieces weren't quite big enough, I don't think, for what I wanted. But anyway, I've ran this through and I've thicknessed this to about 8mm, and this will do for the back. It's just about big enough for the back, so I'll use that on the back. These the sides and the shelf. what I wanted was some double-sided tape, but I haven't got any, because what I want to do is join these two together, and then I'm going to cut that out on the bandsaw. So what I'm going to have to do is join them together with ordinary tape, and then put some super glue between them. That's my thinking, anyway. So I've got these pieces here now, which are kind of going to go like that. This has got to be cut off to length. But what I'm wondering now is, I was going to have the box sort of near the top, and then it'd sort of protrude out at the sides, but I'm kind of wondering whether to make sort of a shelf either side, which this slots into, and then basically a little bit of something can sit on top, and then keys hang underneath, and I think I'm going to go with that. Looking at this just here now, what I want to do is ideally chamfer these two shelves so they can fall more or less flush with the sort of with the curvature of the sides. It needs a bit more of an angle on it, so let's give it some more. Just give the pad a bit of a clean. Before I start and put it together, what I've decided to do is drill some holes in the bottom here to take these hooks. I'm thinking sort of 3 of them, I don't know. Yeah, 3 I think. And then I want a couple of holes in the back plate for fixing as well, in the back plate top and bottom. So I think I'll drill them first before I start and put it all together. What I'll have to do as well is, once I've drilled some holes, these here, I'm going to have to sand these down a bit, because they're about 10mm in the, well, they'll go straight, let me get this camera right, they'll go straight through there, so I'm going to have to take some off them. Alright, that's the holes then, those for the hooks, and then the fixing points for the wall. Something I've just realised, I don't know if you can see that, but this doesn't, there's like a little, don't know, like a mill sort of bow in the middle. I don't know if picking that up on the camera, but anyway, it's like a mill bow in it. I don't know, let's see how it goes together. What my plan is, stick it together with wood glue, but also a bit of super glue to make it go off pretty quick. And then what I've done, I've put this tape on here so I don't basically so I don't glue it to the bench. That's the idea. Right, that's gone together now. A bit more fiddly than what I thought it would have been. This edge here is slightly protruding. Don't really know why, but anyway, what I'll do, I'll have to kind of sand that down when it's all gone off. I'll sand it down and then see where we are with it. I don't think that bit of a bow in the back has helped with putting it together. It's kind of, you could feel these bits of shelves that I'd made, they were kind of rocking on the back. So anyway, I'll let it go off and then we'll fit the hooks, and I'll put some, I think I've got some Danish oil that I'll slap on it. Now add a coat of Danish oil. I'll let that soak in for a little bit and then I'll clean it off and give it another coat. Right, that's it. It's finished. It's turned out more or less how I sort of expected, although I did change the design part way through. Anyway, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be great, and I'll catch you on the next one.